like some of our people, because I came from Benin, many of them, if you are discussing this issue with them, they will tell you it will not work. I said, okay, if it will, they said, I said, give me your reason. They will tell you, from the discussion from National Assembly, the 36, I mean 32 or 36 states, they want to increase. There is nothing like Anioma state there. I said, that is where you are making mistake. Anioma extend to Asaba. And presently, Asaba is headquarters of Delta State. What they are trying to create is Warri State. And once they create Warri State, the whole of the really Delta, that side, they will leave. Then this one will relate it to our Anioma State. That is what it is. So you push money and progress. Okay, but I'm trying to advise them. Like some of them that will be watching this, this thing, they should know that Anioma is real. We will rename it if we want to rename it, but Delta is going on their own. They are joining Warri State. So that's how it is. Thank you very much.
I want to attend to some of your questions. First, I want to start with our brother, Dr. Mr. Alaska. When we want to count the number of politicians in Igbanke today, the main politicians, I can tell you they are not up to 50. You read politicians in Igbanke. How many SSAs or SA do we have here? Because that is the highest position the Edo State have given to Igbanke. They are not even up to 4. They are not up to 4. Those politicians you see in Igbanke today that you are afraid of, they are only using techniques for you. They are only using deceitful means, okay, to program your minds. How do I mean? One person will come out today and say, don't worry, when this person wins as the governor of this state, we are bringing this, we are bringing that. And after election, have they brought anything to Igbanke? It is you, the people. Let me give us an instance. The 2023 election should have taught everyone a good lesson. That with the influence of the OB and the obedience, you saw the numbers that trooped in. Me and you, we are the lead politicians, not those 4 or 3 essays that the Edo State give their positions. They are not politicians. They don't have say until you assign any power to them here. They don't have that power. And to start with, those essays and SSAs you are seeing, what is their salary? It's 100 and something thousand. Farmers here in Igbanke make more money than them. So what will make you to think that these people can help you? They don't have any help. So any Igbanke person thinking that these politicians in Igbanke who are benefiting this Kobo from these Edo people can help them, that person is deceiving himself. So let's put that aside. Then our brother first asked a question that I hope where we are going to will not be more dangerous than where we are coming from. Let me start by saying that one of the reasons Igbanke is being marginalized is because of our minority. When you go to Edo State today in Benin, they refer to us as Orika. And we all know, even when we were in school, if they see Chukuma, Chukuka, or any Eka name affiliated to your name, Ifeanyi Chukwu and all that, in fact, they will tell you you are Igbo. They will not give you work. And history have it. What our people have gone through in the hands of these people, that even in the olden days, they have to subject our people to answer Edo name, Benin name. And that is why you see some persons answering Benin names here today, because of empowerment and of employment there. Some families were, in fact, subjected to answering names that are their names. They have to change their surnames. You understand? So one of the reasons Benin people are marginalizing us is because of our minority states. Okay? But when we join Anioma state today, are we in minority anymore? No. Benika, Abo Isika, Owa Isika, Umulede Isika, Mbili Isika, Akomasa Isika, Igbodo Isika. So who is the minority? The reason they are marginalized is because of our minority state. So they regard to you as outcast. So when the food is done, they will not call you to come and eat. They will call their people first. Is it not? That's what is going on here. So that is the answer.
It was fun as we visited Igbanke for this their press conference. I don't actually have much to say pertaining the video you watch. It is clear evidence that Igbanke are tired of the marginalization. They want to leave Edo State. They want to join their kings and their brothers from Eka, and they want to be part of the big larger family, which is Anioma State. And there are so many questions they asked that day, and it was part of the question that this young man was trying to address. The chief Obekele was trying to address. That's where he made this statement that Ibini already know them as Igbo. When they see the name Ifeanyi, they see the name Chukwudi, they see the name Emeka, they will say Igbo. Then I want to use it to address so many questions that have been lingering, online. Yeah, a lot of people will said name is not the reason why you should claim to be Igbo. That even if Igbanke people are bearing Igbo name, that does not mean they are Igbos. And I laugh because it's appalling that in the 21st century, you are not being able to understand what they call universal name. I know so many people don't even know that's what they call unisex name, a name that a man could bear and a woman could bear. Gender differentiation, a woman cannot answer man. So there are names that are peculiar to man, and there are names that are peculiar to woman. And I also have name we call unisex, which is man or woman can answer it. So name determine who you are. Why I try to bring this point is that I want you to understand that name first thing first, determines who you are. If somebody asks you what's your name and he says Christopher, nobody in the whole wide world will look at you that you're a woman. Once you say your name is Christopher, it shows that you're automatically a man. If name can determine your gender, name also determines your tribe or your origin. Once you say your name is Abdul, nobody will see you as a Christian. And nobody will see you as a pagan. Yeah, there could be one or two cases where somebody adopted a name that maybe he loves. But generally, we're talking of in a general context, how the world perceives name. Once you say your name is Cynthia, nobody will see you as a man. You're automatically a woman. That is the pure truth. So when you say your name is Aisha, nobody will see you as a Christian first. They will see you as a Muslim. Forget whether you are a Muslim in the South, or you're a Muslim in Arab, or you're a Muslim in America. But once you say your name is Aisha, Yusuf, Abdul, Muhammad, you are no more going to be seen as a pagan. You're no more going to be seen as an atheist. Nobody will see you as a Christian. Everybody will see you as a Muslim. So name determines who you are. You must understand this. The reason why most of us are bearing a foreign name is because we want to identify with Europeans. We want to identify with our colonial masters. We also want to identify with our religion. In the northern Nigeria, they have some native names that are not Islamic. Yes, go and ask. Hausa language. That's why the Hausa will tell you, say, the name of God is Obangeji. that is not Allah. Yes, Allah is Islamic. It comes from the Arab. But the name Hausa has the name they call God. It's not Allah. You must understand this. But to identify with Islam, they call him Allah. Just like we have a name we call God. Chineke, Chukwu Okike. You understand me? But to identify as Christians, because majority in the South are Christian, they call it Jesus or they call it God, Jehovah. You must understand this. So name determines who you are and where you are from. They expect when you tell a Benin man that your name is Ifeanyi, he will not be thinking that you are not Igbo. It's impossible. Automatically, you are an Igbo person. You can't take it away. Name determines who you are. I want to emphasize on it. Names determines who you are. And that's what I want to let you know today. That when your parents give you a name, say a native name, because native name is the name of what shows your origin. And that's why I keep telling people that Eze Chime cannot be a Benin man. He cannot be bearing Eze and Chime, and you are claiming that he's a Benin man. It's impossible, according to Zebdiah, Elias 4:30 in there. It is impossible. Just like Usufo cannot be an Igbo name, Osaro Igbenegbo cannot be an Igbo name. It cannot be any Igbo name. It must be a Benin name. You must be able to identify this. So coming to online, it shows how low IQ. Somebody was asking me a question that I made last time. He said, if I'm proving that I'm Igbo, but the spelling is IBO, so I'm not Igbo now because it's not IGBO. And I asked the person the question, tell me the difference between center and center. Now, I know you don't understand. Two of them are the same pronunciation, but different spelling. Center is C-E-N-T-E-R. And the other one, British center, is C-E-N-T-R-E. The same pronunciation, but different spelling. Will you not say because this one is R-E and the other one is E-R, they're not the same thing? In the world we live today, Spain is also known as Espanol. Is it not the same thing? The same country. Espanol or Espanol is the same thing as Spain. Netherlands is also known as Holland. Will you say because it's called Netherlands, no more Holland? The fact that we are called Igbo, the same pronunciation but different spelling, IBO, does not mean that it is not CIGBO. These are the problem. I told you how my father was saying that we are not Igbo because we are spelled IBO. But IBO is our own pronunciation because Igbo has dialectical pronunciation. And when there are people who call land Ane, while some people call it Allah. So the fact that the people calling it Allah are calling it Allah and we are calling it Allah does not mean that we are not the same. We are still the same Igbo, but different dialects. So in Liverpool, there's a player called Ibe. But English people are calling it IB. They are calling it IB. Do you get? But the name is Ibe. I-B-E. Ibe. Ibe Kachuku. Onye ki Ibe ya. An Igbo name. So people will pronounce things according to their tongue defects. But the pronunciation does not mean that they are not the same. That's why they call dialect. Because the people, when people pronounce the same thing, show the dialect. The same English, but Ghana call God, God. The same spelling, but different pronunciation. So if you follow the way Ghana call God and spell it, it's going to be G-A-D, not G-O-D. Does it make this change? The Yorubas call person. You understand me? Yes. The Anambra called champion, rampion. The Calabar called champion, yampion. Does it mean if you follow the pronunciation and spell it, does it mean different thing? No. It's still the same thing. That we are called IBO does not mean that we are not IGBO. That's what I want to let you know. That name determines who you are. And this is why the Benin could identify the Igbankes as Igbo. That is the pure truth. I'm out of here, Joe.